hopping in here real quick. It is kind of late, so I won't be on here too long. But I basically just want to hop in here and give some little tiny DD on UVXY. Right now, currently, UVXY is sitting at 1570. Now, basically, my question is, like, will UVXY rise? And if you don't know what it is basically short-term future, or short-term shares, basically. Like, you're basically betting against the market when you invest in UVXY. But people obviously trade options. I mean, you can look at, probably shouldn't be doing this because they have all the tabs open, but we're not looking at options today. Anyways, if we're going to compare it to the SPY, right? Every time the SPY goes up, UVXY goes down. We're looking at the 1 year chart on the SPY, so the 1 year chart in this. You can see how, it was trading at 146 at the highest. It got back up there really around January, but of course, got rejected and it's been a downtrend this whole time. Of course, the SPY is just in a huge bull run. I mean, the lowest it got was 430 in October, and that's not even bad. Anyways, moving on, why I think UVXY will potentially be a good investment. We're going to start with the unemployment rate. The federal government discontinued unemployment September 5th. What does this mean for UVXY? Well, if we look at the SPY chart, of course, ever since, we should be talking about the recent chart, ever since October. Let's see, actually this was the past year. When did they do unemployment? This was actually a year ago, wasn't it? Yeah, so you can see this whole year has been a run up because of unemployment. And it has been going on for the past year during COVID, of course. But anyways, they ended it September 5th. And then this month, or last month in October, even when the market took that huge dump that it did, it wasn't even that bad of a dump. If you look in the when in doubt, zoom out, right? If you look in the year chart. But it fell down to 4.6% in October with that big dump. And we're going to look at the past 20 years of unemployment. This is going to come handy up here. So the past 20 years, unemployment has had its ebbs and flows, of course. Up to 10%. And then obviously last year, COVID, we can't really, include this. Well, I guess we could, right? But this big spike right here, right? This tiny little spike in this big 20-year gap causes so much of a different chaos, because now inflation has gone through the roof. I probably should have looked up inflation. I didn't even think about that. Inflation rate. So looking at the inflation rate for the past, I guess since October last year. Wow, look at this. In a year, it went up 5%. The new minimum wage, where I live at, the minimum wage is still $7.25, but the new minimum wage basically is $15. And it doesn't even feel like it's much of an increase, because everything else is just going up. Everything is going up. And we all know this, right? And this is why I personally think the SPY is overbought. All right, hear me out. Now, Kathy Woods was talking about we're in a bubble, so the bubble is going to pop, of course, is what everybody's talking about. But she says that the bubble is just going to keep expanding, and because everything is just too overbought, and it's okay. It evens itself out, basically, is what she says. I need to find the article because it probably will explain it better. But if you look at Kathy Woods' net worth, 400 million, but percent return this year, I swear to God. So this was in January. So a growth of 740% stock gain. 740% in a year. The average return in the stock market Oh my goodness. And start. Well, I guess we could do. What is it that regular? So it's about 10%. Her ARK Invest, that is her company, Kathy Wood's company, is up over 700%. It's just so. I mean, it shows you, and also I think her whole entire portfolio is up over 10,000, and we'll get into that later. Well, I guess we're not actually, but anyways, going back to what we were talking about, but the SPY is only up 1,000% in the past 20 years. Now I say it only because this is where Kathy becomes kind of right. It's like when we talk about those types of things, 1,000%. All right, that seems like a lot, but that's the past 20 years. We have things jumping in like seconds. Like I'm gonna bring up just one on the stock market, is DWAC. When people just thought Donald Trump's whatever it was, social networking thing was going to come out, this thing jumped up, and I keep moving around. This thing jumped up to $175 a share, and it is sitting at a little bit under 60 right now. Oh, it's sitting at 40. I'm an idiot. It's sitting at $40. That's not too bad. I mean, of course, there's a lot of people holding this, especially when this thing was trading sub 10. I think at one point. Let's look at the year chart. No, I guess the teens. It was, Anyways, or I think it's actually a new listing. Don't listen to me, guys. Yeah, sub 10, $9. But then you have also things that just run up literally in the past year of 53 million% in just a year. So if we're comparing it to the S&P 500, the overall stock market, that's not even up 1,000% yet. I mean, it kind of shows you that there's infinite money just being printed everywhere. So maybe Kathy is right. We're not going to see a pullback. But, and I probably should have pulled this up too, the debt ceiling, guys. This doesn't seem that big of a deal because they keep pushing it off. But let's see, debt ceiling crisis, I guess. This has happened like a few times this year where they keep putting it off. And we're gonna just look at the deadline, but it's in December is a deadline. October 12th. Okay, until December 3rd. They keep doing this. They keep fucking doing this. Like what? I mean, it's good for us because like people are still making money in the stock market. But if we're looking at the fucking SPY, this thing is overbought. Okay, but then again, also everything else is overbought. That's all I'm trying to say. Everything else is overbought. So who is right in this scenario? UVXY. We're looking at the. Okay, fucking ass. We're looking at the 20-year chart on UVXY, right? This thing was $1 million. I said, well, this is not even 20-year chart. This thing was 9 years ago was $1.7 million a share, guys. And okay, yes, we know stock splits, of course. But like this thing is going to, it's out of existence. It's just being sold to nothingness. It is down 1.7 million in the past, I guess 9 years, I guess, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just saying these things. Honestly, I'm making myself not even think. Like, is UVXY even a buy? Is the market ever going to crash? Maybe with this debt ceiling, but then again, they're just gonna fucking keep printing more money. I mean, everybody's making more money, so the government has to make more money to. I mean, they have to like raise taxes. They have to do all this extra shit. So, obviously, we're not going into the infrastructure plan with Biden. Everybody. You should just read that on your own. Do your own research. I will pull up the bill, infrastructure bill. Oh, I typed in cryptocurrency. Oh, this is also another big thing, but we're not getting into that. All right, bro. Anyways. See, this is what happens. You look up stuff during stream, and then you just get distracted and start reading stuff. So they passed 1.2 trillion. They packaged on Friday. What? It's 2 days ago. Oh man. Let's read this together. Congress passed a $1.2 trillion infrastructure package Friday, approving a signature part of President Joe Biden's economic agenda. New federal investments in it. What? Okay. So they're just planning on building, like helping the roads, whatever, safe travel, Democrats claim, blah, blah, blah. What else is this? So what is it doing, though, for the people, right? What is it doing for us? I mean, if we're down unemployment, like really, what is 160 billion going to American job plans? What? So 4%? I don't understand this. Am I just dumb? That's a lot of money to go to 4% of 300. What is 4% of 320 million? We're gonna look this up. We're doing this together. America's fucking cock and my America's population. U.S. pop. 30. All right. Well, 30 million divided. Whatever. 64%. Yeah, fucking. Whatever. We're not fucking worried about this. And did I not divide it by 4%? Did I not do that? Whatever. Guys, it's literally 330 million is not a lot of people. And this is a lot of fucking money. This is a lot of money. How many billions? It takes 1,000 millions to make 1 billion. If you think about that. So this is, I don't even want to do the fucking math. That's 100,000 million, isn't it? How much could $500,000 change a family's life? How much could half of $500,000, 250,000 change someone's life? How much could half of that? Like you can take the half, you can take the little, the minute, such a small amount to give to people to improve life, and it's just not happening. But that's just how it is. American job plan, like what does that even mean? It's just extra shit in this fucking bill. And they're also trying to tax crypto. So that's what I'm saying. People will be making more money is really just what I'm trying to get to. But this is going out of existence. Either that or it is making a comeback. Because look, we're looking at the past 3 months. I think if it is able to break over the 17 mark, then we might be okay. I say okay, as in this chart's even going to exist 6 months from now. I don't know, guys. I'm honestly doing more of this research. Hopefully, you just make your own conclusion. And I try to look up, if anybody's even talking about UVXY, blah blah blah. I've looked at a lot of stuff. I mean, this isn't. I closed out of some of the tabs that I had up, but this is like the only thing I was like really curious about what this means. I don't have to even click on it here. They're saying that UVXY next year, 2022, that it'll hit $4 to $90 and $89. Like what? It's going to be in between that range. I mean, it's trading at 15 right now, but that's just weird. I mean, you're going to be right? But try to look on Reddit. No one's even talking about this shit. I mean, everybody just forgot about it, right? 2 months ago, see, whatever. We're just going to look at UVXY again, just so I can go over with you. 22 days ago, 1 month ago, 24 days ago. I mean, these people they're basically, they're buying options and shit for UVXY, but yeah, I mean, that's about it. I want just to bring it up and include the UVXY conversation. And like and dislike, I had this pulled up. I'm just fucking so tired right now. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this weird ass stream. I'm gonna post this on my YouTube and just hopefully it'll bring up more conversations about what's happening in our market and what's happening in unemployment. This has been a bunch of topics, but yeah, I love you guys. Have fun and enjoy your day or your afternoon, your night, or whatever.